everyone, my name is Camila and today we're at Web Courses Bangkok and we have a special guest here, Ben from Melbourne, Australia. Ben, why don't you introduce yourself? Tell us what you do.
Cool. I'm Ben Powell. I'm one of the directors of IRL Shooter, which is a real-life, multiplayer, first-person shooter role-playing game.
Yep.
So it's basically a giant building full of actors who are zombies. We give you some guns.
Wow.
And you run around and you shoot the zombies.
Okay, that sounds very cruel. All right. Okay, the first question. How did IRL project started? How did you guys come up with this idea?
Okay, well, I actually misread an article from the BBC Online. There's a group in the UK, Z Events, I believe, and they do a very similar idea, running around with airsoft, which is like the little orange BB guns, you know those?
Yeah,
little,
I've heard those.
Yeah, same sort of thing where they run around and they do that.
Yep.
So I thought, because I misread it, I thought it was actually just dummies. You know, I didn't think it was real actors.
Okay.
So then caught up with David and Drew, who are the other two directors, and we sat down at the pub and we drank a lot of beer and thought about...
this is how you get your ideas. Go to pub. Okay, guys, so when you want to come up with some new, extremely new ideas, go to pub with him preferably, drink lots of beer, and you'll get great ideas. Okay, so when you started your project, which platforms did you use to promote it, to build awareness and everything?
Well, we started out with no funding, so this was just an idea that, a couple of mates came up with.
Okay.
So we decided to go the crowdfunding route. So there's a few sites in the US, Kickstarter and that sort of thing. Because it's an Australian event, we went with a company called Pozible, P-O-Z-I-B-L-E.
Okay. Yeah, this is an alternative version of American Kickstarter. Yeah,
an Australian version. And we pretty much just started there. So crowdsource and develop our idea, come up with a brief. We did a little video. And then that's the first sort of step we took to put it on.
So that's how you basically started pushing it. I recently heard that you raised actually a decent amount of capital there. And how did you use these platforms to the fullest to actually get to your target?
Okay.
Yeah.
So well, as of the time of this filming, we've just sold. It's about just on 50% of our tickets already. So just over it's $103,000, and that's in 20 days. So far. So first thing, because it's a social event, we decided to put as much effort into online social as possible. So we used Reddit, which is had a huge volume of traffic to our website because of that site.
Okay.
So much so it actually crashed our servers, which was the first day.
Wow.
Yeah, kind of exciting. 10 gig of traffic, which was crazy.
Oh yeah.
And then
did the electricity shut down where you were doing it?
No.
Okay.
And then we've got a very active presence on YouTube. We've done a couple of videos. We're releasing another one very soon. We've got an active presence on Facebook, of course, and at least 80%, I think, of the traffic goes to our website. And I'd say 80% of the tickets sold have been through Facebook, through traffic from there. And also using email a great deal, and Twitter.
Okay, well that's great. That's actually a great example on how you use online social media marketing, because here at Web Courses Bangkok we also teach online social media marketing, where different individuals or entrepreneurs or businessmen, people who own business, right, how they improve their performance and how they build awareness. But with particular with your project, that's very impressive. And how did you guys keep up with all the comments and everything? Do you have like a regular schedule, or how do you respond to your audiences?
Okay. It's been rather difficult. When we first started out, it was a lot of work.
I can imagine.
And we didn't expect so much so quickly. We really didn't. So I set up using Google Alerts for anything that I didn't sort of find. I'd get an email as soon as someone posted a blog or something like that, and as soon as I saw that email, I'd go straight to that post and make a comment or something like that. Using Hootsuite, which is a free service to monitor Twitter. So I've got anyone that mentions our name and all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But I've also got searches in Hootsuite, which is a constantly searching Twitter for any mentions of zombies or Melbourne, zombie Melbourne, or that
tag
sort of
words.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a whole heap of sort of keywords that are running. So if anyone mentions anything to do with our project or similar to that,
you instantly get a message, right?
well, it'll be in the stream, and I can just I have a look through the stream every day and go, oh, perfect, I'll make a comment.
All right, that's great. By the way, guys, Ben here mentioned a lot of very useful links and tools, and we're going to provide them in our interview description. So, okay, let's move on. All right, well, the main question of the day. So you came here to Web Courses Bangkok to complete your project. What exactly are you doing?
Okay, well, I wish it was to complete the project. No, we're using Web Courses Bangkok and Web Consulting Bangkok to build our website because we've got a very unique game playing system where it's a team of 6 and you can only be a team of 6.
Oh, okay.
Developing a booking system that allows single users to purchase their ticket, but also the groups to book their date and time.
Okay.
Do you know, it's really, because it was very...
It's very complex.
Yeah,
yes,
extremely
yes,
complex.
I read your
brief?
Your brief.
Yeah.
Yes, and it is
and then just having
not an easy task. Yeah.
having known and worked with Carl before, there's no one else really to go to be honest.
Yeah.
Just his design skills and the skills of this company. We don't want to go anywhere else.
That's great. Well, thank you for a very good feedback. And okay, my last question for today is, to our viewers, our trainees and potential trainees, what advice would you give them in order to get started if they have their own project? And should they be using a lot of online social media?
Okay.
And just how would they make something big from nothing, from scratch, like your project is a perfect example. Yeah.
Well, we've got a very unique sort of product, so I think that's helped us a great deal.
Yeah.
But if anyone's going to go and start their own project, firstly, if they're going to crowdsource, I think it's a really fantastic option for any small business.
Okay.
So instead of trying to find venture capital or some sort of funding, if you can work out how to pre-sell using crowdsource, it's a wonderful opportunity for anyone really to start a business.
That's great.
When you move into marketing, social is the be all and end all of online marketing.
Okay,
so
that's an important point, by the way.
Yeah, being constantly sort of active and monitoring, knowing the tools that are available like Hootsuite, and those other sort of free online tools, good analytics as well. So know your tools and get to learn them and use them use them well. And then sort of just diligence, I think. Just work and work.
Yeah, hard work, not giving up. That's the most important thing, guys. Yep.
Yeah, because no one else is going to do it for you.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
if you really believe in your product, that kind of belief and that passion will come through in all the comments and all the conversations you have with people online.
Yeah, I do agree with him. I think patience is like your I don't know, your base, your something that keeps you, how to say, moving on and everything, and passion is just your motivation, right? Yeah.
Well,
exactly.
I mean, it was that passion that sort of kept us all up, for 3 or 4 days, just very minimal sleep, answering every single email as soon as they came in, and answering every comment on YouTube. Because our YouTube videos had, I think, just on 20,000 views.
Wow,
so far.
That's a decent number, yeah.
And there's a lot of comments. So as soon as a comment comes, as soon as anyone makes a mention, we go straight and we talk to the people, because it's the people that are sharing our content. It's that conversation that gets people involved, and that community that we build, especially in Facebook.
Facebook is probably the most serious.
And it's building that kind of community. It gets them talking, and if they're talking to us, then they're talking to other people. Trying to build advocates, I think, is the word.
Word of mouth.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's the term.
And if it's positive word of mouth, it's much better.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Okay, well, thank you very much for today's interview. We're really glad to have you here as a guest, and we always welcome new people here. And Ben here, he's been working with Web Courses Bangkok before in the past?
A couple of years ago, I did some work with Web Courses.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So that's how you learn about this place, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
The credibility and everything. Okay. Well, again, thank you very much for the interview.
Thank you for having me.
And Ben here, he is going to stay here only for a few days and he's going to go back. But we hope to see you soon. And all the links and advice provided from Ben will be given in the description. So, anyways.
Cool. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Cheers.
thanks. All right.
Hello.
Can you tell
Hello.
Me can you tell me about your pets?
My pets.
Yes.
I have a goldfish,
Yes.
and his name is Melanoma, and he's a very fat little guy.
Yeah.
He's big.
You still have that dog, that dog.
Fish. I have a fish, no dog.
It's not a dog.
No,
Oh.
fish.
I thought you had a dog.
I did have a dog, but now I have a fish.
Okay. How many dogs do you have?
I did have a dog, but now I only have a fish. You're a terrible interviewer.
Okay, cut, stop. Okay, great. Wait, let's just see what...